once again, welcome back to Thrive with Comfort. I am excited to have you, and I'm excited for the growth that is already happening on this program. I have no doubt that lives are going to be changed. I have no doubt that you are going to be the better version of yourself, one that glorifies God with each and everything you do. Now, we are looking at self-discovery. We've quite looked at, what self-discovery is. I tried, in the first session that we had about self-discovery, I tried to give details of what self-discovery looks like, and then we looked at what you can be able to do to see that you discover yourself. I hope you remember that. Now, if you do not remember, or it is your first time to be watching this show right here on Hope Channel, please go to our YouTube channel, Hope Channel Uganda, and you will find that. You can also follow me on my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. I'm also on TikTok and YouTube. Joanne Comfort Inspiration, or Joanne Comfort Balese. On all those platforms you'll be able to find me, and there is more inspiration out there for you. Now, today we are continuing with self-discovery, and today I want to share some tips that you can use to see that you discover yourself, to see that you master self-discovery. Because as I said in our first episode, everything we do in life has to do with self-discovery. We have Bibles, stories or Bible characters that can give us a perfect example of what it means to have self-discovery. We say self-discovery is you being in position to know what your feelings are, what your thoughts are, your emotions, and being able to put them in place. Now, there is no way you are going to control your emotions if you do not know what kind of emotions you have. There is no way you are going to be the best version of yourself. There is no way you are going to change lives or meet the goals that you want to meet if you do not know who you are. So everything that we need in life to be able to achieve, it starts with self-discovery, knowing yourself. And I told you, when I got to know who I really was, the game changed. I have never remained the same. The comfort that is speaking to you right now is as a result of self-discovery. I got intentional about my self-discovery, and from self-discovery I got into growth. We'll also be able to look at personal growth, how we can be able to grow, and all that on this program. Remember, Thrive with Comfort is all about learning and relearning, because we never stop learning in life. I am still learning. There are certain things that I learned years ago that I am dropping. There are certain things that I do not know. I keep myself open to learning. I make sure that I always learn, and that is what I encourage, I advocate for on this show. And it is good if you could get yourself a book, or somewhere to write. You make sure everything we talk about, you put it down and see how you can put that, apply it in your life. So I want to give you tips to see how we can work on our self-discovery. The first tip that I am going to give you is you need to be open-minded. Now, if you are going to discover yourself and master who you are, you have to be open-minded. What do I mean by being open-minded? There is so much that is happening in the world, yes. There is so much that yes. And at times our opinions vary from the opinions of other people. At times our opinions are going to vary from, what even our closest friends are thinking, or even their opinions are going to vary from our own opinions. But when that happens, what is going to be the game changer for you is going to be your open-mindedness. How open-minded are you? How open-minded are you to receiving feedback? How open-minded are you to learning, something new? I know of people that keep telling others that, this is who I am. Like they're not open to learning new. They are not open whatsoever to see that they drop what they have, which is why I advocate for learning and relearning. As a human being who is, working towards growth, who is working towards being the best version of themselves, you need to be open to all that. You have to be open to criticism. Someone is going to criticize you, but how are you going to take in that? Are you taking it in a positive way, or are you taking it in a negative way? Which is why when we're starting this show, we started with mindset. So you need to make sure that you are open-minded enough. You are open-minded that no matter what happens, no matter what someone says, it is not going to take you off track. You're going to be on the right track, following all through. So make sure that you do that. I used to be the kind of person that never used to receive feedback, or never used to receive criticism in a positive way. I used to be the kind of person that when someone maybe talked about, now let's say this, when someone comes and say, oh, Comfort, the way you dress, or if someone said, but Comfort, what you said was not okay, you should have said this, or maybe you should have, pannered your words a bit. I would take it in a negative way, and I'll be like, oh, this person tanjagaliza onomuntu mulava. I see it's just jealousy and all that. But at times these people are true. At times they genuinely were giving good feedback for my own good. So I learned to be open-minded, and as such, with open-mindedness, you're going to find yourself seeking feedback from other people, which is another tip that you need for self-discovery. Seek other people's opinion. Yeah. Seek feedback from other people. Go ahead and ask someone, what do you like about me? What do you hate about me? Recently, we were having training for officers, 2024, 2025 officers at Chambogo, SDH at Chambogo. And during one of the exercises that we had was an exercise whereby there are two questions. You are with maybe a different person, and ask this person, what do you like about me, and what area of my life do you need me to improve at? Now that is feedback. Yeah. Now, as someone that wants to grow, as someone that is passionate about being the best version of themselves, you need to be able to seek feedback from other people. But feedback is going to be very difficult if you're not open-minded. So when you seek feedback, feedback is going to help you to see what area can I improve, what area can I hold on to. I received quite, a feedback from that session, yeah, some of which I was surprised at. But then I realized, okay, I was doing this, unconsciously, but people were actually noting. And they tell me, Comfort, you are good at this, you are this, you are that, but work on this area of your life. I did not take it in a negative way. I took it as good feedback, which I am actually working on. So I'm making sure that whatever they told me I need to work upon, I am working upon that for me to be a better Comfort. So if you're going to be a better person, you need to listen to what other people are saying. Now, it is two-way. Someone might be giving you feedback from a negative side of it, but someone could be giving you feedback from a good side of it. Let's talk about, for the ladies now. I also want to assume some gentlemen as well. While you are making juice, while you are blending, after blending this juice, you have to sieve the juice, for the residues to remain, the unwanted. Then the juice that you want is going to go in the container, maybe the jerry can, the bottle that you have provided for it to go, which is the good one. Now, when people give you feedback as well, do the sieving. Sit back and ask yourself, this person has given me this feedback. How is this feedback? Is it good feedback for my growth? Is it negative feedback? The good one, take in. The negative one, you can drop. Yeah. Now, you need to know that not all advice is good advice. Thus, it has to be taken. Some advice could be misleading. We have seen scenarios whereby someone will come and tell you, what, oh, you should leave your husband because he does not give you money. That is advice, but is it worth taking in? So the same applies to when we are receiving feedback. Make sure that when you get feedback, it is positive feedback that is going to help you to be the better version of yourself, to glorify God. Yeah. The other third is going to be compassionate. Yeah. Be compassionate with yourself. Many of us always beat ourselves up for things that we have either done in the past or even in the present. Some of us beat ourselves up for things that we are not. We compare ourselves to other people. Someone is out there and could be like, I want to speak like Comfort. So if you cannot speak like Comfort, you're going to find yourself beating up yourself, terming yourself as a failure, terming yourself as a loser because you cannot speak like Comfort. You forget that you are a different person from Comfort. You forget that you are unique from Comfort. So if you're going to master yourself, if you're going to discover who you are, be compassionate with yourself. Be kind enough to yourself for you to know that, okay, this is not the me that I want, but let me work towards the me that I want. While I am doing this, let me be passionate with compassionate with myself. Let me, be kind with myself. Let me not use harsh words. There's some of us that use very harsh words. The world gives you harsh words. The world is beating you up. You also find yourself beating yourself up. That is very wrong. So if you are going to discover yourself, if you are going to be a better person, make sure that you are compassionate with yourself. Now, being compassionate with yourself is what is going to bring in the next tip, which is us being, we need to be patient. Now, the journey to growth is one that is full of bumps, ups and downs. You'll have to be patient. You don't expect growth to happen overnight. We see the things that are around us. Talk about the plants. Talk about a child that is growing. My daughter is making 11 months, maybe soon. But you know what happens? I have seen my daughter right from the first day she was giving into my hands, when I gave birth to her. And I see where she is right now. There is growth, tremendous growth that I cannot explain. But if I was the kind of mother that wanted my daughter to grow as fast as other people are growing, other people's children are growing, I don't think my daughter would have made all the strides that she is making right now. But I see my daughter from being very vulnerable, where I had to do everything for her. She started changing, as she started making movements, she started crawling, and now she can stand on her own. And then she started walking on things. Like, I see all the progress, and I am amazed at what God can do. Now, you need patience. I had to wait for months to see my daughter turn from, one cycle of her life to another cycle. She started, growing teeth. It had to be a process. So you will have to be patient with yourself while you are working on your self-discovery. Be patient. Just make sure that you put in the effort. The effort will eventually pay off. That is all we had time for. And thank you for tuning in. Next episode, we are still going to look at what are the benefits of seeing that you and I grow, you and I discover ourselves and master who we are for personal growth. My name is Comfort, and I am delighted to always be with you right here on Hope Channel.